In America, the failing public education system has become a national crisis that demands our immediate attention. Millions of students struggle in core subjects such as literacy and math. Across the country, 1/3 of all 8-year-olds cannot read at a basic level. And in low-income areas like Harlem, the prospects are even bleaker. By 3rd grade, 70% of children in Harlem will not read proficiently, leaving them miles behind their more privileged peers.
When I grow up, I want to be a scientist. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a policeman. I want to be a psychologist. When I grow up, I want to be a spy.
In certain communities in the South Bronx, Bed-Stuy, there is not a high-performing school as far as the eye can see. With Success Academies, not only are you educating the children in those communities, but you're also revitalizing and giving hope that there's an exit strategy to poverty.
My answer was 5 days, and my number sentence was 3/4 times 5 equals 3 3/4. 2 claps? I think Tyreek is right that it should be 3/4 times 5 equals 3 3/4.
We're going to find a way to incorporate the best things that happen in suburban and private schools into a model that also allows kids to beat the achievement gap. And that's incredibly exciting because our kids do play chess and they do art and they talk about great books and have incredibly profound conversations about them.
How could we use the lesson that we learned from this Choctaw tale in our lives?
Like Shania said, do unto others as you wouldn't want them to do unto you.
I agree with Shania and Mariah because if you want respect, you have to give it.
Education would lead me to my goal because it's just like steps in the process of something bigger. You start off at the bottom of the stair, and then every year you keep on moving one step at a time, and you accomplish your dream.
I think what defines a scholar is somebody who cares about their education, somebody who's looking forward to their future.
We have a term for it, we call it joyful rigor. And the idea behind that is you can push kids to kind of their heights of academic ability, and at the same time they can love doing it.
We wanted to get as close to educational nirvana as we could.
Even the first year I was there, if I would say students, they'd say, no, we're scholars. They wear that backpack and the uniform as kind of an emblem that they are about their future and they are about making a difference in their lives.
For so long, parents have had their children trapped in failing schools. If you send your child to a school where only 20% of the kids read, what are your chances?
I'm born and raised here in New York. Like, I didn't get to finish school. I didn't get to go to college. I didn't do none of those things. I'm paying for it to this day. I wish I'd have finished school.
When you think of what kind of the more standard alternatives are, you start thinking about, the shelter system, you start thinking about prison.
And I have been on conversations, very tear-filled, begging them to do right by their child, that this is their kid's opportunity to get out.
I also think about the kids that I taught when the school wasn't an option for them. I think about the statistics and where they are right now, and they were coming out of the same housing projects that my kids are right now. Just the importance of having this choice, because it's the same families. And if this choice had been available to the children that I taught, they would have been here.
So this is quite a sight. This is the largest pep rally in honor of an academic event in the history of this country. Yet again, you making history. You score on levels with the highest gifted and talented schools in the city. And you score there every single year.
What we believe is teaching children how to be better, sharper, more imaginative thinkers.
The way I define success for my scholars is that they have truly known what it is to try their best at something. Nobody's going to say, oh, we'll let you into Harvard just because you're a nice kid and you grew up poor. Those chances aren't going to be there. You're going to have to work hard to earn it. we're now really talking about the achievement gap being blown apart.
This is too big and too important to go slow. This is a national crisis. If we are not more imaginative and we don't work harder and smarter and faster, we're not going to solve this problem. And Success Academies is going at lightning speed.